Uh, so, welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of Blerd.Talk.
Not the.
Not tree, not 3. I mean, no, not tree, but 3. Technology then versus now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
we
the technical difficulty we had now.
I don't think that would have happened back then too. But I think the first thing that springs to mind is dial-up with AOL.
America Online.
Yeah, somebody's on the phone. You got time to get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, at my dad's house, his AOL used to call the police. Whenever I got on the internet, it dialed out to the police, and they used to show up to my house.
What?
Yeah, it was the scariest thing in my life. Like 19 years old or whatever, and somebody's knocking, like banging on my door, like the stereotypical police knock.
Mm-hmm.
And I look out the window, I see a police car, and I instantly got nervous. Nah, I didn't do anything. I know I didn't do anything wrong.
Wait, how old were you?
I was like 19. But I'm black, and it's the police.
Wait,
no.
What are you confused about? We can barely even see you anyway.
Yeah, right. I'm confused now.
Really? What? Really?
So you still had dial-up at the age of 19.
My dad had dial-up at the age of 19.
Oh, okay.
At my age of 19.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
but anyway, so yeah, he used to call out to police randomly, and so I answered the door. I peeked out because I didn't come out all the way. I kind of poked my head onto the porch, and he was like, "Hey," I was like, "Hey." He was like,
over hit the Spider-Man. Hey.
Spider-Man.
He was like, "Is everything all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he was like, "What were you doing?" I said, "On the internet." He said, "Do you have like AOL?" I said, "Oh, something like that, dial-up or something." I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, okay. I think that's what happened." And I'm like, still confused. And apparently, dial-up called out to the Henrico County Police Department. And they tracked it all the way to my house.
Did you ever figure out why it did this?
No. I didn't want no part of that anymore.
I was chosen one.
He was the chosen one. That's weird. But I've never heard something like that.
Yeah. But now, luckily, my Wi-Fi don't dial out to the police out here.
The police?
Yeah.
Not yet.
I hope not. That's going to be scary.
That'd be all right. Just tell them it's an accident.
Nah, I don't know.
You're sadly mistaken, officer. It wasn't me. It was Verizon. Or whoever you got.
But y'all are the most tech savvy of this little podcast group here. So y'all probably had other tech stories from back then.
Nah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Mine's pretty basic. Like, I remember my house getting spammed with the CDs of AOL. Like, remember the trial size CDs you would get?
Yeah.
And the yellow guy who's like this, and he's like delivering the mail. I remember it to this day. Like, why do I have so many CDs of like 7-day trial? Or it was like 1,800 minutes of a trial version of blah. I'm like, what is this? Who is just like, oh, cool CD. Let me just put it in my PC. Like, but that's what people did back then. They just put random CDs.
It take 3 days to download anything.
I remember download times of like 356 days. 1 year, 20 hours, and 18 minutes. It would just trickle downward. And you'd see like the file thing go.
You go on vacation for a whole week and you still got like a day left, like 8 hours left.
And then that's just corrupted. And you're just like, I'm not doing this again.
I remember it's not the old school 30-day trials for games, yo.
Oh yeah.
Using different emails.
You use a different, exactly.
But no, is that really old technology? Because people do that for like streaming services.
No, I said games. They don't do that shit no more, bro.
I don't know where you find that at now, but it used to be a thing.
What's that? Not AdFly. what's that company that I
Gamefly?
Gamefly.
But they mail you. Even thinking of mailing the game to you.
They just disappeared, man. Just vanished.
I mean, digital happened.
They're still there. They're still there.
Oh, okay,
yeah, I think they're still alive.
They're still there. It's like a remember Blockbuster? You used to always go there to your games.
I miss Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Gamefly still exists.
Oh, okay.
For movies and for games.
Movies. Oh, they going up.
I think that's as far as they're going.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You remember what?
Remember them big old TVs with the big backs in the end? And now
my back started hurting. The movies, like we're having to move those TVs.
The CRTVs.
Yes, and the weight of the screen is so much that would just dip forward.
Like there was a spot in Hampton, right? We had to go get the TV fixed, and like literally it was like big old backs all over the place, like all spread apart through, like taking them apart. Now you go into places now, it's like big old screen TVs you can get for like 200, 300. It's like it's crazy.
And they're light as hell too.
I
can pick it up with like one hand, one arm.
Do you remember the bonk noise it would make if you ever hit the screen? It's like engraved in my head.
Imagine that falling on your foot.
Oh, it has. I'm sure it's had to many people. It's not fun. Jeez. I don't miss those days of moving those TVs at all. Man.
I remember risking my whole computer for what was it, LimeWire? Download music.
That virus.
That
whole virus.
I'm putting my computer on the line.
You needed that song, though.
I needed it. I don't remember what songs it was.
And burned it on a CD, yo.
Yes. Yeah. Every CD had. I mean, I had
used to come to school. Thought you was a cool kid coming to school with a cassette player and the big ass headphones, listening to music.
Tell people leave me alone.
Or them boom boxes. Y'all remember them?
Oh no, you going way back. You going back to like the 90s, early 90s.
I don't condone to how old this dude is.
Hey, look, I actually seen a picture of my dad like on a Facebook. One of his friends, I put a picture out on him, right? And I got to see him with the boom box in there. He had the haircut. He had everything.
Oh my gosh!
I can see you with a boom box.
I can see you with a boom box.
And we had one, just not like that. You know, it's a nice little stereo. You don't even get them big stereos now. It's like a nice little small little portable Bluetooth mini, and it's just
and they're powerful AF.
Yeah,
they're tiny
compared to now. Remember them big old phones?
But did anybody even have like my first cell phone was like a Nokia. It was like half of the size of an iPhone.
And it's indestructible.
My phone was a fucking Razor, yo. Razor.
I remember your red Razor.
Yeah, the red
you
Razor.
had that thing forever.
Yeah.
When I first had a Razor, everybody thought I was like a dope boy or something.
Uppity. Oh yeah, all the time.
When I was in Job Corps when I had a Razor and everybody wanted to use my phone and I was so nervous I thought it was gonna run. I don't know what it was gonna run to. Yeah, they was gonna steal my phone. Yeah. But I remember Julius had like a sidekick. He had like every sidekick.
I had every sidekick from the 3 and up. That's where I started at. It's the greatest phones ever, man.
And what's that type of the texting? T9?
T9 texting.
You got hit too.
I remember Alex used to just sit. He used to sit on the bus is flipping that shit.
Yeah, that's all you'd hear. It's just, I hate this place. And then when the slide came out, you just hear in the back, just. I was the most annoying fucking kid, I swear, when I got that SK, man. Oh, man.
There's so many differences now that like we look back, like people like were born like in the 90s and the 2000s. You talk to people that was in the 2010s, it's like, yo, what are you talking about? I always had a cell phone. Like everybody now has a cell phone, like digital, like
it's normal.
It's like how did we survive back then?
Yeah, like yo, like I had to explain, like yo, I had beepers, man. Beepers, payphones, like what are you
Pagers
talking about?
And beepers. Yeah. And then you gotta go to a payphone, call them, and then hope they pick up. Because then that's your money, it's gone. If they don't pick us, they got a grudge against them. They owe you that 50 cents or that $1.
You ever had to use them phones? We had to actually spin it.
Yeah, my grandma had one of those.
The rotary phones.
Yeah.
Man. Like I remember days in high school when I would like keep so many CDs with me. And like I remember I tripped and fell and I watched them fucking skid on the pavement, on the asphalt. So my CDs just got skidded marks, so you just look at it. Ain't no disrepair kit go fix this. Then you gotta go all the way back to LimeWire and restart the whole process.
And risk a computer all over.
Risk my computer all over again.
Yes.
Oh, it's terrible.
Burning CDs, think you had like the top one, and you go to class, it's like, oh no, this is the top one. You just dropped the album. You're like, what? You gotta go back,
you gotta
do it again,
all the way back, and do it all over.
I remember Walgreens used to sell like blank disc, like this much.
Yeah, you could spend like the.
It was like $20 for like 200 CDs or something.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, hold on.
I'm so glad that I don't gotta go through that no more. That was a pain.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they were heavy. You had to lug them around everywhere. You had enough. They got heavy.
Yeah.
They got damaged. Like
people used to hustle off of those though.
They would.
Yeah, they did.
All the time.
Yeah. And then they didn't work. You get them, you're like, man, this thing don't even play.
Like,
you get a scratch on the back.
So it's a scratch, yeah. You can't buff it. You try to buff it out. You try and get like an alcohol pad.
Alcohol, yeah. You do the same with the games now.
With the games, like old PlayStation 1, 2 games,
like you
where you got a scratch on it.
Nobody remember that. Oh, when you used to, you got the bootleg Dragon Ball Z game. You had to put the PlayStation 1 CD drive open, put a toothpick down in a little socket, and then,
you had to ghetto rig your PlayStation.
Yeah, so it can play the bootleg games.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Remember, like with the old PlayStation, the game doesn't work. You put the disc in and start spinning it for the system, and then close the lid down and just pray that it will work.
Yo, all the stuff you had to go through just to get games to play, man. That shit was ridiculous.
I just want to play the game.
We went out of our way with that, especially that Xbox 360.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people were doing the most. They were wrapping in saran wrap. They were putting in the freezer.
Yeah.
That red ring.
That red ring of death was for real, man.
Remember that happened on your birthday, Afro?
Yeah.
No, that was on my birthday.
No. We all came down to play. And it wouldn't play.
It was dead. Because I remember I was sitting there eating chocolate cake. Because I don't
love that chocolate cake, man.
First, I don't like chocolate stuff unless it's like candy. But for some reason, the chocolate cake they got on this man's birthday was like the best ever. Yeah. And I remember just sitting beside this cake and just shoving it.
No. You gotta start it up before you like, man. I don't like chocolate cake.
And like 5 minutes later, I'm just like, oh, this chocolate cake good. And as I hear in like the living room, I hear like oh man, and it's his dad. I'm like, what? It's like I go in the living room with the chocolate cake still in my hand, and I'm looking around like, what? And I see that red ring, and I'm just like, it sucks to be your woman.
Hey, and when he left, he was like, hey, gotta get the rest of his cake.
I was like, hey, I don't think anyone else is eating that cake. You know, like they're like mourning the loss of a child out there, and I'm just like, hey, let me get this cake.
Let me get this cake though.
He was serious.
Me and Julius was trying to figure out about the when you get the red ring of death, you can like send it in or something and supposed to exchange it back. So we was trying to see if you can actually get it back or not. So we started like dancing and river dancing on his Xbox, and we debated throwing it out his window, but we didn't. At least I did. If he did, I wasn't there for it. But it eventually got the red ring of death. So we was like, all right, no, we was trying to figure out if they're gonna just refurbish it and send it back, or they're gonna send a brand new one. Mm-hmm. So we took a marker and we marked it on the side, and then we sent it off, and then it came back a brand new one. We was like, oh, and it was like, what are we doing? Like, who does that? Like, who?
What if they just cleaned it though?
Yeah, they just replaced the case and
they scrubbed off the marker. They painted over.
No, not today. No customer service increase today.
Oh god, taking that back to GameStop, man.
Oh no, you're green again.
Hey, remember having not to deal with the green screens?
Oh man. All right, what about now?
Nah, you're just gonna be green the rest of this. Just accept it.
Hey, perfect.
That Green Lantern, Brian.
Yeah,
we about to shut this podcast over.
What you mean?
This podcast over.
How is it over? Don't be salty. Why you salty? Because you green.
Because I don't want to be green,
bro.
Hey man, it just goes into the topic that we're talking about now, man.
They're gonna see
technology.
They're gonna see my grill for a little bit.
There you go.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway, this is awkward. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, if you look back on, I just can't.
Hi,
You're not green.
It's gonna turn green. I know it is.
You're good. Man. Nah, man, don't put that in the air.
Yeah, don't talk about it.
So anyway, I remember like just now versus then. It's like, how did I function? Like, how did I receive? Like, it was just pure survival mode.
I mean, for me, I literally do the same thing I did back then, which is just play games. I just do it right now. So like now people can get in contact with me, so it's more annoying. Like back then when cell phones didn't exist, you couldn't find me. I was like, good, I'm happy. Leave me alone. Now people can blow your phone up. Now there's social media. Yeah. There's so many different ways for people to contact you, and you're just like, I don't want to be contacted.
Yeah, just I feel that accessibility is not. Yeah, it's not fun.
It's not at times. It's just pretty helpful though. But still, things are just different. Things broke a lot easier.
Oh yeah,
one trip and fall. That's it. All your CDs, your Walkman, your CD player. Remember that jank would hit the ground and smack, and the CD goes over there. Your batteries roll over there. Your headphone goes over there. And you're like,
everything will be more digital now. So
I think Ghost can relate to that more than anybody.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
A CD, like a Sony CD thing, a CD player, and you tripping and falling, and it's like scattered all over the place.
Oh yeah, it's everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You have a rage mode or something.
Or a kid. Whoa, let's go back here a little bit. For me, the only times that would happen if it fell out of my hands or clumsiness or whatever. No rage, have it from that. So go on. Yeah, nice try.
Anyway,
go back to your green screen,
man. All I gotta do is show on my grill again. Count to 5 and come back.
Yeah, right. Pretty much. Now, I did have a lot of situations where the stuff would fall, or like the little tiniest scratch you can never see, and it would just never play. It was like not readable. I'm like, yo, what? Look, see the tiniest scratch.
Remember if you had, because I always played a ton of RPGs. Remember you'd have like certain cutscenes or places you just couldn't go, or your whole game would freeze.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you'd be like, "Hey, yo, no, don't let that cutscene play. No. Oh man, now we gotta all start all the way back." Or like you skip the cutscene, and since YouTube didn't exist, you just don't know what happened. So you skip it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, remember that reminds me. Remember that time you told me to go to YouTube? This is the first time I ever knew about YouTube, and you picked YouTube. And I'm like, YouTube? What's YouTube? It was something like that. No, it was you and then TUBE. So I'm actually typing in the thing UTUBE because I ain't never heard of it.
Never heard of it a day before I hit fire.
Like, what is this? And I got on it. It was like, today and now, like you can literally look up anything on YouTube. Like YouTube is so big, all the information you can get out on the web is crazy.
It's versatile AF.
Just the information age. Like you can find anything on the internet now. Back then in the AOL days, it was a struggle.
Good luck, get better, and hopefully have a friend that knows how to do stuff. Because if you don't, you're just never getting through that game. Like Game Informer magazines, godsend at times.
The cheat code.
I would literally go to school with Game Informer magazines. I was that kid.
I remember that. Yeah, printed out.
I had so many just in my backpack. Like I'm not doing nothing today but reading. Like reading new releases of games back then was so exciting in comparison to now. Now it's like you can follow the whole development sequence. It's just like, oh, well, I already know the whole game. Back then, you would like see a little weird, obscure picture, and you're like, "Is that? Oh my God, is it that game?" And then you gotta wait like 2 months before they like tell you.
Yeah.
Or like with games like Final Fantasy, you gotta change the disc out every time you get to a certain point. Now it's just streamlined through. It's like completely digital.
Discs. Yeah, one disc could mess up, and that's it. That's the end of your journey. That is your Final Fantasy. That's it.
Final Fantasy 7 had like 4 discs, 3 discs.
Yeah. 3 of them for 7. 4 of them for $8. 8 or 9 had 4. I think
that game case was like this thick. Like
you could beat. Yeah,
like
you could beat. Speaking of, remember games came with books.
Yeah,
and they came with visual art that was actually cool.
Yes.
Nah, y'all remember trying to download games on your PC old school back in the day? Multiple CDs.
Tomorrow, I'll play it tomorrow. You would get it. Yeah, I remember.
Installing Windows XP on your computer again,
bro.
Shit.
Remember how many floppy disks? Which one was it? It was like 100 and some floppy disks to download something.
Floppy disks.
That was probably Windows servers and shit.
Yeah, it was a huge one. My dad has like a whole pack of it. It's like a box that's like yay long and yay tall. And it's just hundreds of floppy disks. You just had to keep on putting it in and they'd eat in. Remember, floppy disks would get stuck and you had to like pry them out. Beat up your computer. It's just, man, this isn't worth it.
I do not miss none of those days.
I don't miss floppy disk days. I don't miss CDs. I think I'm good with USBs. I'm good right there.
I'm good with anything digital. If I can just stream it and I'll just download it straight off the site, I'm tip top.
I do miss the art books. I do miss the manuals that would tell you how things work. So I do miss those.
They still do that, but do they make it like digital now? Or?
No, man.
It's digital.
Like I still have original. Bro, this is all you get. For example, God of War, you just get, oh, look at that, Detroit comes out. Like, you could flip through pages of, like, games, and it would give you the story.
Yeah, you're like introduction to characters.
Introductions. Like the back would give you bios.
Yeah, the bios was nice.
Like, all you get is this cheap plastic case. And then the game.
I mean, they put it in the game now. It's, like, all in the game now. They have space to do it.
Sometimes.
That's true.
Sometimes they don't even tell you what's going on tutorials.
Yeah.
Push X to swing. Push square to jump. Push triangle up.
And then be like, all right, good luck, bro.
Yeah, all right, go. Now go ahead, venture.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
Sad. Oh wow, look at this. Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like looking through all my old stuff where other books would be.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to that multiplayer in that game.
I don't know. But that can be for a different podcast. I ain't got nothing else.
Wow. James, do your thing.
Well, let us know what you experienced, then and now.
Wait, what do you... Hold on. Are that ice cream?
Ooh, yeah. Ice cream? Where?
Finish.
I'm on the way.
Nah, finish.
My keys at... but seriously, all jokes aside, guys. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comment section below. Let us know what your experiences are then and now for technology. We all have a different variety, broad sense of what we considered new and old, depending on where we,
Why are you so in the camera? You let him finish.
Depending on when we started. So yeah, definitely let us know and like and subscribe and follow us on our next show.
Yeah. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all so weird.